stop before you throw those fallen branches away. What if I told you that the dead wood cluttering your yard could be transformed into the most enchanting garden features you've ever seen? I'm talking about fairy tale archways, whimsical chandeliers, and rustic furniture that looks like it cost thousands, all made from branches you probably burned or bagged for trash pickup. In the next 15 minutes, I'm revealing 15 jaw-dropping branch upcycling projects that will make your neighbors think you hired a high-end landscape designer. These aren't just crafts, they're garden transformations that cost practically nothing but create pure magic in your outdoor space. Welcome to Ageless Gardeners, where we prove that the most beautiful gardens grow from creativity, not cash. I'm your host, and today we're turning garden waste into garden wonder. Each project comes with a difficulty level and time estimate, so whether you're a weekend warrior or a quick-fix gardener, there's something magical waiting for you. These 15 projects will save you hundreds of dollars while creating one-of-a-kind features that no store-bought item can match. From 20-minute quick fixes to weekend masterpieces, every single idea transforms forgotten branches into conversation starters. Make sure to subscribe because I'm constantly sharing these game-changing garden hacks that turn trash into treasure. Project 1. Fairy Tale Archway with Climbing Roses. Project number 1 will literally transform your garden entrance into something from a storybook. We're creating a magical fairy archway, using branches that were destined for the burn pile. Start by selecting sturdy branches with natural curves. These imperfections become your design's greatest assets. Drive them deep into the ground on each side of your pathway, then bind the tops together with natural rope. The secret is adding cross supports at the midpoint for stability that lasts for years. Here's where the magic happens. Paint your branches in soft pastels like sky blue, mint green, and blush pink. These fairy tale colors instantly elevate ordinary wood into something enchanting. Once dry, train climbing roses or jasmine to weave through the framework. Within one growing season, you'll have a living archway that changes with the seasons. Roses in summer, colorful leaves in fall, and an elegant silhouette in winter. Every guest who passes through will feel like they're entering a secret garden. Project 2. Rustic Pergola with Fairy Lanterns. Project number 2 creates an entire outdoor room, using nothing but branches and your imagination. This rustic pergola becomes the heart of your garden gathering space. Don't let the word pergola intimidate you. This is essentially 4 posts connected by crossbeams. Select your thickest, straightest branches as the foundation. The key is securing them firmly into the ground. I use concrete for permanence, but packed earth works for temporary installations. The transformation happens when you hang colorful lanterns across the beams. Create these from painted mason jars, recycled tin cans with punched patterns, or solar lights nestled in decorative containers. As evening falls, your rustic structure becomes a magical outdoor chandelier. Plant grapevines, wisteria, or climbing roses at the base. Within 2 seasons, you'll have a living canopy that provides shade, privacy, and seasonal interest. This project proves that the most beautiful outdoor rooms are grown, not built. Project 3. Living Fence with Wildflower Pockets. Project number 3 replaces boring garden borders with a fence that literally comes alive. This woven branch barrier becomes a canvas for wildflowers and climbing vines. Gather branches of similar length and drive them into the ground as your fence posts. Then weave flexible twigs horizontally through the uprights, creating a rustic lattice. Don't aim for perfection. The organic irregularity adds character. Plant fast-growing climbers, like morning glories or sweet peas at the base. Tuck wildflower stems and small planted containers into the fence gaps for instant color. As everything grows together, your fence transforms from structure to living art. This living fence changes dramatically through the seasons: spring bloom, summer abundance, autumn seed heads, and winter's architectural beauty. It's like having 4 different garden features for the price of one. Project 4. Miniature Fairy Bridge. Project number 4 proves that the tiniest details create the biggest impact. This miniature fairy bridge turns any corner of your garden into a magical destination. Use the most flexible twigs with natural bends to form graceful arches. Attach smaller branches as stepping stones, securing everything with natural twine for that handcrafted authenticity. Paint your bridge in pastels: lavender, sunshine yellow, or soft coral. Position it over a dry creek bed made of pebbles, across a flower bed, or spanning a small water feature. The bridge becomes a focal point that draws the eye and sparks imagination. Plant creeping thyme, moss, or tiny ferns around the base to create that fairy tale forest floor. Add a few strategically placed stones, and maybe a hidden garden gnome, and you've created a miniature world within your garden. Project 5. Vertical garden frame with hanging planters. Project number 5 maximizes growing space while creating stunning vertical interest. This branch-framed hanging garden transforms any blank wall into a living masterpiece. Build your frame using long straight branches arranged in a rectangle. Reinforce all corners and add horizontal cross pieces to create a grid system that can support multiple hanging planters. Paint small terracotta pots in coordinating pastels and hang them at varying heights throughout your frame. Fill with trailing plants like petunias, sweet potato vine, or herbs for both beauty and function. As plants mature and cascade over their containers, your structured frame softens into a living wall. The contrast between rustic branches and lush greenery creates visual drama that changes throughout the growing season. Project 6. Twig chandelier with mason jar lights. Project number 6 brings resort-style ambiance to your backyard, using the most humble materials. This hanging chandelier creates magic when the sun goes down. Create your base by weaving flexible twigs into a circular frame, allowing smaller branches to dangle naturally for organic movement. Each chandelier becomes a unique piece of functional art. Fill mason jars with battery-powered fairy lights and suspend them at different heights from your twig framework. The soft glow filtered through glass creates the perfect ambiance for evening entertaining. Decorate your chandelier seasonally: mini spring flowers tucked between twigs, summer herbs for fragrance, autumn leaves for color, and winter evergreens for year-round appeal. One structure, endless possibilities. Project 7. Painted trellis for grapevines. Project number 7 combines form and function, creating a trellis that's as beautiful bare as it is covered in vines. This painted branch structure adds architectural interest year-round. Use your straightest, strongest branches to create the framework. The key is proper spacing: wide enough for good air circulation, close enough to support heavy fruit or dense foliage. Paint your trellis in soft, complementary colors: mint green with white accents, or pale yellow with coral details. The paint not only adds visual appeal, but also protects the wood from weather damage. Plant grapevines, climbing beans, or cucumbers at the base. As they grow and produce, your trellis transforms from garden art to productive landscape feature, proving that beautiful and functional can be the same thing. Project 8. Rustic bird feeder with peaked roof. Project number 8 invites nature's most beautiful visitors into your garden, while showcasing your crafting skills. This rustic feeder becomes a gathering place for local bird life. Construct your feeder like a tiny house: 4 corner posts supporting a platform floor, topped with a peaked roof made from small branches. The proportions should be generous enough for multiple birds to feed safely. The roof isn't just decorative, it protects seeds from rain and gives birds shelter while feeding. Paint the roof edges in bright colors to attract attention, while keeping the structure mostly natural. Position your feeder near shrubs or trees, where birds can quickly take cover if threatened. Within days, you'll have regular visitors, and your branch creation becomes a living part of your garden's ecosystem. Project 9. Spiral obelisk for climbing vegetables. Project number 9 turns vegetable gardening into gardening. This spiral twig obelisk provides climbing support while creating dramatic vertical sculpture. Start with 3 or 4 long branches driven into the soil in a circle, then bind their tops together to form a teepee shape. The spiral weaving of thinner branches creates natural climbing pockets, while adding visual movement. Plant pole beans, cucumbers, or peas at the base. As they climb the spiral, your obelisk transforms from garden sculpture to productive tower. Paint accent sections in pastels to highlight the spiral pattern. Throughout the growing season, Your obelisk evolves spring's tender shoots, summer's full foliage and flowers, autumn's harvest bounty. It's functional art that feeds both body and soul. Project 10 Artistic Curved Bench. Project number 10 creates a resting place that's as beautiful as it is functional. This curved back bench showcases the natural artistry hidden in ordinary branches. Select branches with natural curves for the backrest. These organic shapes are more comfortable and visually interesting than straight lines. The key is finding branches that complement each other's curves. Build your seat from the thickest, straightest branches, ensuring stability before adding the artistic backrest. Paint in coordinating pastels to highlight the curved elements while maintaining structural visibility. Position your bench to take advantage of garden views or create intimate conversation areas. The artistic backrest becomes garden sculpture that happens to provide comfortable seating. Project 11. Seasonal gazebo with flower garlands. Project number 11 creates the ultimate garden destination and handcrafted gazebo that becomes the crown jewel of your outdoor space. This project scales up our previous techniques. Multiple posts, interconnected beams, and woven side panels create a substantial structure. The investment in time pays dividends in years of garden enjoyment. The magic lies in seasonal decoration. Summer roses and daisies, autumn maple branches, winter evergreens, spring tulips and daffodils. Your gazebo becomes a celebration of each season's unique beauty. Add a simple table and chairs inside, and you've created not just a garden feature but a garden room. This becomes the heart of outdoor entertaining and quiet garden contemplation. Project 12. Cascading water feature with branch frame. Project number 12 adds the sound and movement of water to your garden, using branches to create a natural-looking cascade system. Frame your water feature with larger branches laid horizontally to create the pond border. Use smaller branches and stones to build tiers for the water to cascade over, creating that soothing trickling sound. Plant moss, ferns and water-loving plants around the edges. The branch framework helps integrate the feature into your garden's natural aesthetic, while providing structure for plant placement. Moving water attracts birds, butterflies, and beneficial insects, turning your branch creation into a hub of garden activity. The combination of sight, sound and wildlife creates a multi-sensory garden experience. Project 13. Colorful Fairy Swing. Project number 13 brings childlike wonder to your garden with a swing that's as much art installation as playground equipment. Build your swing seat from straight, sturdy branches lashed together securely. Sand all surfaces smooth and test weight capacity before hanging. Safety and whimsy can absolutely coexist. Paint your swing in bright, cheerful colors, and use colorful rope for hanging. Add ribbons, small bells, or flower garlands for extra enchantment. This becomes a photography magnet and joy generator. Hang your swing from a sturdy tree branch or purpose-built frame in a spot that catches gentle breezes. The movement and color create dynamic visual interest that changes throughout the day. Project 14. Welcome Gate Topper Wreath. Project number 14 creates the perfect first impression for garden visitors with a handcrafted wreath that announces your creative spirit. Weave flexible branches into a circular shape, embracing the natural irregularities that make each wreath unique. The rustic base becomes a canvas for seasonal decoration. Change decorations throughout the year. Spring flowers, summer herbs, autumn berries, winter evergreens. One basic structure provides year-round welcome appeal with minimal effort. Mounted on your garden gate or entrance arbor, this wreath signals that something special awaits beyond. It's the perfect introduction to a garden created with creativity and love. Project 15. Painted Garden Edging Border. Project number 15 provides the perfect finishing touch that ties all your branch projects together. Colorful edging that defines and celebrates your garden spaces. Cut branches to uniform lengths and drive them into the soil along your garden borders. The repetitive vertical elements create clean lines while maintaining rustic charm. Paint the tops in colors that coordinate with your other branch projects, creating visual continuity throughout your garden. This simple detail elevates the entire landscape design. As your plants grow and spill over the edging, The painted branches peek through like colorful surprises. It's the perfect example of how small details create big impact in garden design. Before we wrap up, let me share the secrets that make these branch projects look professionally designed instead of obviously homemade. Choose a consistent color palette across all projects. 3 to 4 coordinating pastels work beautifully. This creates visual harmony, even when mixing different project types. Always use exterior paint and finish all projects with clear outdoor sealer. This investment in materials pays off with projects that look beautiful for years, not months. Plant around and through your branch creations. Living plants soften hard edges and help your projects feel like natural extensions of the garden rather than added decorations. These 15 branch upcycling projects prove that the most magical gardens grow from creativity, not credit cards. Every fallen branch becomes an opportunity to add wonder to your outdoor space. You don't need expensive materials or professional skills to create garden magic. You just need to see the potential hiding in everyday materials and the courage to bring your vision to life. Which branch project are you most excited to try? Are you ready to tackle that fairy archway? Or maybe start small with the painted edging? Drop a comment telling me your first project choice. I love seeing which ideas spark your creativity. If these branch transformations inspired you, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. I'm constantly sharing new ways to turn garden waste into garden wonder, and I don't want you to miss a single magical idea. Next week, I'm revealing 12 ways to create stunning garden art using nothing but rocks and stones you can collect for free. These rock transformation techniques will blow your mind. Thanks for joining me at Ageless Gardeners, where every garden tells a story of creativity and joy.